Hey, you got a headlight bulb out, or you just want to see better at night? Sylvania and AutoZone got you covered. Check it out. Now, all of your headlight bulbs are going to be in one convenient location. Ours happens to be aisle 2. And when you're shopping for bulbs, check with your AutoZoner at the front counter. Make sure the bulbs you're getting are going to fit your vehicle, or you can go to AutoZone.com or follow the AutoZone app. Now, when you're looking for bulbs, you want to think about throw distance, or how far you can see down the road. And one of the most important aspects for seeing better at night is looking ahead, being able to see twists and turns or obstacles in the road. Seeing farther gives you the chance to react more quickly in the car. You also want to think about color temperature. A warmer white looks kind of like this, while a cooler white, well, looks more like this. Now, a cooler white is going to give you greater contrast and clarity, especially on reflective surfaces like road markings or road lines. It's the difference between I can see an object in the road up there, or I can see a deer in the middle of my lane up ahead. And of course, you want to think about bulb life, or how long the bulb lasts. These Sylvania Basics are the longest lasting bulbs on the shelf, and they'll closely match what came in your vehicle from the factory. These Extra Vision bulbs are rated for more down-road vision, so a longer throw distance. Look at the brighter center in this comparison. The Sylvania Silver Star bulbs pair more down-road vision with a cooler, whiter light color. You can really see the color difference here. The Silver Star Ultra gives the same Silver Star white light and the farthest down-road field of vision of any Sylvania bulb. This comparison makes the power obvious. Now, one last bulb I want to look at is the ZXC. This is an incredibly powerful halogen bulb that's going to give you the look and feel of an HID or LED system, with no conversion kit and no worries about the bulbs being street legal. Now, on a vehicle like this, your low beam is always going to be on the outside, your high beam is always going to be on the inside. And this headlight is held in place with 2 thumb screws. Back them out, and you can lay the headlight assembly onto the fascia. Now, when you're removing the plug for the bulb, a pocket screwdriver helps to release the clip. These can be stiff sometimes, especially if it's an older vehicle. There we go. To remove the bulb, simply grab it, turn it counterclockwise. When the tabs line up, you can pull it straight out. You've got 2 part numbers, 9005 and 9006. The higher number is the low beam. If you forget that, your AutoZoner will help you figure out which is which. Now, to insert the bulb, line up the tabs, and about a quarter turn clockwise gets it done, and the plug goes in until you hear a click, and you're done. I like to do these one at a time so I don't get confused as to whether I'm replacing high or low beam. Again, the pocket screwdriver helps to release the tab. Quarter turn, counterclockwise. And now we're doing high beam, which is the lower number. Line up the tabs, twist it in, push till it clicks, and that's about it. With your bulbs installed, turn the headlights on, cycle through the high and low beam, and just give them a check. Now, on some vehicles, it's just harder to get to the bulbs. I could see a bulb socket down here, but it's the turn signal. The headlight itself is out here and shares the same bulb for high and low beam. So you got to get at it from the wheel arch in here, pull the panel off. To do that, you're going to need a 7mm socket and a pry tool to pull out the push pin. Push pins and the fasteners out of the way. Now we can peel this back. And try and get up here to the bulb. There's a cap over top of the headlight with an O-ring seal. In the same way, the bulb comes off a quarter turn counterclockwise. Now here's the bulb. We've got very little lead, so we want to release the clip and gently pull the bulb out. The new bulb goes in the same way the old one came out, and we're going to connect it first, then twist it in. Now you want to make sure you reinstall the seal. That way no moisture will get inside the headlight housing and give you condensation. Now there's 4 tabs on this seal, and what you do is just kind of feel your way through, line up the tabs, and give it a twist clockwise. Have a little patience here because these things are a little bit difficult to find the location while you're doing it. But you'll figure it out. There it is. Okay, with the liner back in place, we've got 3 metal fasteners, 7mm, and some push pins. Now, speaking of the push pins, don't make the mistake of assembling them and then try and put them in their location. What you want to do is put the base in first and then follow with the pin part. Then compress, because with it fully assembled, you'll never get it installed. There's the base, and there's the pin. Just make sure your fender liner is completely reinstalled with all the push pins and fasteners, and it's a good idea to check your lights before you do any driving. Now in this vehicle, we're going to use the ZXC xenon fueled bulbs. And on the passenger side, we've got good access to both the high and low beam, so it's very simple. Just reach back, quarter turn out, the bulb comes out. Make sure you can pinch the tabs. Bulb comes out. Xenon fueled goes back in. There. Once you've got the tabs aligned, quarter turn, locks into place. This was easy. The other side, different story. With the driver's side, well, we've got an airbox in the way. I can get to the inside bulb, but the outside bulb, which is the low beam, we just can't get to it. On your vehicle, it might be a battery, it might be a coolant reservoir. With ours, it's the airbox. Just remove it, get it out of the way. With the airbox removed, I've got great access to the back of both bulbs. So the cap comes off, quarter turn counterclockwise, and a bulb comes straight out. Pinch the release tabs. And plug in the ZXE bulb. Find the same orientation. And you can feel when it seats. Quarter turn back in. And make sure you put your caps on. These are important for sealing moisture and debris out of the headlight housing. Really helps with a long life for your bulbs and housings. If you're missing some, check with your local AutoZone, see if they can find replacements. With the airbox back in place and everything assembled, let's turn the headlights on. Make sure everything works before we do any driving. Well, that's it. These bulbs fit over 90% of the vehicles on the road, giving you great options for safety and style. Using one of the techniques that we've just shown you for reinstalling the bulbs, you can do this yourself. Just remember to replace both bulbs at one time, that way you have even lighting on both sides. See you in the zone.